Hello everyone, here is our group working docs. Let's see what we think and what we want to share with you guys. We can have discussion afterwards if you have any questions. Firstly, let's take a quick look on it, the brief definition of knowledge management. Knowledge is an intangible resource. Tacit knowledge is the knowledge in an individual's head. Codified knowledge is knowledge that is transferred in formal, systematic language. And knowledge begins with the individuals. As we learned in the Unit 1 and Unit 2, knowledge may be created and owned by groups and organizations, but the outcomes are the work of individuals with the social practice. The individual develops levels of knowledge. And let's come to the purpose of the knowledge management. We can to create a competitive advantage, to improve knowledge sharing, to improve the performance, to increase knowledge resources, and to become a learning organization. So we can see that knowledge management can be applied across various areas within an enterprise. For example, in product development and innovation, it can accelerate the development cycle and spark creative ideas. In customer relationship management, it can improve service quality and provide deeper insights into a customer needs. And in human resource management, the knowledge application can enhance employee training and development, as well as talent evaluation and selection. In the project management, effective knowledge management can improve execution efficiency and facility knowledge reuse and transfer. Take my daily work as an example. It requires a very comprehensive knowledge base. We need to collect and organize a wide variety of information from around the world and deliver it to our clients. This includes knowledge in areas such as finance, taxation, children's education, inheritance, and family trust structures, and so on. We have a client-facing app called Ruicheng HeritVest. On this app, you can access the latest 24-hour global news updates along with live sessions tailored to current events. We invite a lot of experts from various fields to do live broadcasting, sharing knowledge related to the business and family matters to help clients make better asset allocation decisions. Therefore, we highly encourage collective learning and growth, striving to become a learning-oriented organization. That is, we are always do and we want to do with the clients. We also have an internal app for professionals called AI Ruicheng, AI HeritVest, and its name reflects the importance of AI using in our company. This system is essentially a massive database. Within this system, you can conduct very detailed customer management. It's also a relative open model. Once a client is registered with their ID card number, the system will generate an intelligent rating. For instance, ratings like S, A+, and A correspond to a different asset levels, help you access client potential and guide your future actions. It can also help you with the data using, the data analysis. You can also track with videos a client was watching, how long they watched, and what content they are interested in. You can also invite them to participate in various marketing activities as their interesting point to build a stronger connections. Although knowledge often starts with individuals in organizations, it is co-created by team and built up through practical experience. Therefore, we have a collaboration system where you can invite different experts from across the country to visit clients together and answer diverse needs. This is an excellent example of knowledge management in action and accumulation. The AI Ruicheng app also includes a think tech section. That is really a knowledge sharing platform. We're scheduled training videos are uploaded for on-demand learning anytime, anywhere. There is also a newcomer here, a newcomer growth section that provides systematic knowledge training and develop paths for new employees. We offer professional knowledge courses, master level lectures, and peer sharing from outstanding from outstanding newcomers to help them grow quickly. This also helps the organization build a well-rounded development system, because just orientation is not very enough. There is also a knowledge sharing. Here, the banner, where high-performing colleagues and the leaders sharing replicable best practice. Of course, information related to finance, learning, compliance, IPOs, and more is also integrated into this application. Thus, a company that exists in knowledge management is undoubtedly valuable and one that fosters continuous personal learning and growth. They are what we do in now to enable someone to gain the competence and learn more experience. Next, welcome my group member.
Hello everyone, my name is Janko. Today my presentation is about knowledge management of Youdao translation. Youdao translation is a widely used translation tool. Knowledge acquisitions and accumulation. Multilingual corpus. Construction Youdao translate accurate with multilingual text data through multiple channels such as the Internet, user input, and art partner institutions, and has built a huge multilingual corpus. This cooperation as the basis for training the translation model and covering devices, contexts such as daily expressions, professional terms, and literary works, user feedback and data annotation. Users' corrections and feedback on translation results are regarded as important resources of knowledge. Second, knowledge organization and storage. Strategy, knowledge base. The data in the corpus is classified and stored according to dimensions such as language parts, phrase, and text type, fleeting, repeat, review, and invocation during model training. Third, knowledge sharing and dissemination. Translation model sharing. The narrow-mission translation model of Youdao Translate is based on a deep learning framework and is sharing with training tests of different language parts through a distributed computation platform, achieving cross-language knowledge transfer learning. And the fourth is knowledge security and compliance. Data provenance protection. The text input by users is usually anonymized after translate to prevent the leakage of sensitive information. Value created by Youdao translations knowledge management. First, technology accumulation of optimization value. Knowledge management in Youdao translation is first reflected in the continuous accumulation and optimization. Second is user demand, insight, and feedback cycle value. Knowledge management in Youdao Translate is also reflected in the in-depth insights into user needs and the establishment of feedback loops. By collecting and analyzing users' usage data, feedback, and translation needs, Youdao can accurately curves, market dynamics, and user preferences, adjust production suggestions, and optimize translation quality. Now let us see innovating, driving, and sustainable development value.
How are you doing? Not very well. I'm feeling outside today. I'm sorry to hear that. Have you ever experienced something like this before? No, I haven't. It's important to recognize your feelings and seek help. There are many resources available from therapy to
Commercial value of Youdao translation knowledge. First is advertising revenue and value added services. advertise revenue and value-added services. Youdao Translate displays advertisement on the application interface and general revenue through ad clicks and displays. This part of the income is directed rated of the daily active users of Youdao Translation and its advertising placement strategy. We offer advanced membership services. After paying the membership fee, users can enjoy more translation functions, festival translation speeds, and a free privilege. Second is API interface sales and data services. API interface sales providing translation API interfaces for enterprises of developers in need, allowing them to integrate them into their products or services to achieve customized translation requirements. Youdao Translate can conduct data mining and analysis based on users' translation data, providing merchants with value data services such as market research and user profiling. This data services model not only enhances the data value of Youdao Translate, but also brings it additional source of income, smart hardware, and educational services. Relying on its robots, language knowledge-based and translation technology, Youdao Translate provides courses and textbook localization for online education platforms. Meanwhile, Youdao has also launched its online education courses and make profits through payment for education content.
Next, I'd like to share and communicate with all of you, empowering and sharing knowledgeable. One is knowledgeable creates value through action. The value of knowledgeable lies in how it is used. Companies need to upgrade their industries with smarter manufacturing and building systems that can use and reuse knowledgeable. For example, in Yueqing, that leading electrical company, Chatting Group used a smart factory to turn workers hidden knowledgeable into industries that machine can follow. This has increased production efficiency by 14% and shortened delivery time by 30%. The company is changing from traditional manufacturing to a modern that includes research, production, and service. In the past 3 years, it has applied for over 2,000 patents, and 35% of them are about digital technology. Second, innovation in Wenzhou modern and knowledgeable sharing. To small knowledgeable well, companies need to work together and building systems that make cooperation easy. This helps turn individual knowledgeable into global wisdom. For example, the Yueqing Electrical Engineer Innovation Center works with over 200 companies to building a shared technological database. They share research example, technical process, and reports. Also, when small companies in Yueqing make a small products, they can use the solution from big companies like Delixi. This helps reduce research time from 18 months to 8 months and saving over 5 million yuan in costs. The importance of knowledgeable empowerment and sharing. Experience shows that in the knowledgeable economy, a company's success depends on how fast and well it can share knowledgeable. In the future, with the development of industrial internet platform, knowledgeable-driven smart manufacturing may become a key way for companies to grow in a high-quality ways. Thank you.
I will focus on chapter 7, 8, and connect them with what we have learned earlier in this course. Have you ever played Counter-Strike? It's a shooting game I really loved when I was a kid. In the game, the police and the terrorists are in confrontation. To win, the players must study in the enemy's strategies and adjust their tactics and improve. I remember during one summer vacation, my friend and I would stay up all night playing the CS, and the next day we'd gathered together to discuss our strategies, positions, and equipment choices, learning from each other's and just to win the next round. So even when I was a kid, I started to realize something. Knowledge sharing really matters. It's everywhere. The game wasn't just about shooting. If it was about learning, adapting, and growing. And that's exactly what knowledge management is all about. Now, let me show how we, as a Wenzhou police officer, apply this idea in the real life. We have built a digital platform and studied AI modes like DeepSeek and even introduced smart robot into our workflow. At the first glance, it seems that the future have arrived, but are high-tech tools enough? Here is a real story. Our department launched a smart policing system for the subway and bus operations, AI surveillance, the facial recognition, passenger heat maps, and cloud-based commands. The system can predict congestion trends in real time and issue earlier warnings for the potential peak traffic flow, significantly improving the work efficiency. So the young officers quickly began to rely on this system to allocate the manpower and plan deployment. But before the last year's May Day holiday, the system flagged Exit 3 at the Olympic Sports Center station as high risk, so most officers were sent there. However, the real congestion happened at the Exit 1, where a tour group and many travelers arrived by accident. Because of the limited camera angles and the biased data, the AI misjudged the situation. A near emergency occurred, but luckily a senior officer had already stationed himself at the Exit 1. He knew from the experience that this exit is always busy during the holidays. His judgment saved the day. This reminded me of the DIKW mode from the chapter 1, how the data needs to be turned into the actionable wisdom. It also connects to our internal mentorship system. We pair experienced officers with the younger ones so they can learn on the job, how to spot the surveillance and the blood spots, read the passenger behaviors, and respond quickly. There are things that no system, no matter how smart, can fully replace. This also relates to the chapter 3, non-financial impacts in the knowledge management. Mentorship improves the real-time problem solving, boosts the efficiency, and builds the confidence. Now, during the major events, we use the dual strategies. It's about technology plus experience. The system provides the data, the senior officers provide the insight. Together, they help us deploy smarter and safer. After this course, our group come to understand knowledge isn't just a business asset, it's also the foundation for the innovation in the public service. Only by managing, sharing, and transforming knowledge can we succeed in today's complex world. That's our group presentation. Thank you.